Good afternoon, sir. Ang una na po naming ire-report ngayon ay as is na BPMN. So, doon po muna tayo sa student side. The process begins with the student signing up for an account by filling out a registration form. If the details are valid, the account is successfully created. Otherwise, the account creation fails and the student needs to try again. Tapos ayun, kapag naging active na daw po yung account, magpo-proceed na daw po sa start enrollment. Create an account for enrollment. Fill out enrollment forms. Tas ayun, after po ma-fill out yung enrollment forms, i-upload na po yung these forms are then sent to the registrar's office for review. If the forms are incomplete or invalid, they are rejected. Tas kailangan po uling mag-resend ng student ng mga documents. Tas kapag na-accept na po yung student ay makaka-receive ng email notification na successful po yung application.
Dito naman po sa admission office ay nagsisimula ang proseso kapag nakapasa ng estudyante ng kanilang mga nakapagpasa ng estudyante ng kanilang mga dokumento at application. Una, maaaring ipatawag sila para sa interview bilang pagsusuri. Kung pumasa, ipapadala ang passing notice at itatakda ang petsa kung anong araw sila susunod sa next step. Pagdating naman sa araw na yon ay sasagawa ng entrance exam. Kapag natapos na, i-review ng opisina ang resulta. Kung pumasa, ay tuturing siyang eligible at ipapadala ang abiso. Then, pagkatapos, daraan siya sa screening process kung saan ay titingnan ng kanyang minimum GPA, prerequisites residency at test scores. Next naman is registrar.
Dito naman sa registrar, after ma-receive ng student ang kanyang form, pag form accepted na, pupunta siya dito, mare-receive naman ng enrollment forms yung part ng registrar. Pagkatapos na, mababalidate yung forms. Tapos kapag form ay valid, pag yes naman daw ay magpo-proceed siya sa approval. Pag hindi naman, mag-send siya ng rejection notice. At pag nag-send na ng rejection notice, mapupunta siya doon sa form rejected sa may student. Tapos, magpo-forward siya ng data sa other offices. Tapos, magre-receive ng clearance. Pagkatapos nun, magkre-create ng certificate of registration. At lastly, mag-i-issue siya ng certification of registration. As is na.
Bottleneck.
Bottleneck.
Good.
Naglagay po kami ng tatlong bottleneck dito. Delay in document processing and requirement verification, limited system integration, and data inconsistency between admission, successful, and notifications. So, ang una po ay delayed in document processing and requirement verification. It causes delays in confirming student status. Late documents processing can postpone enrollment confirmation, which may push some students to give up or miss deadlines. Pangalawa naman yung limited system integration. Registrar, cashier, and academic departments often use different systems. Lack of real-time updates forces manual checking or phone calls. Data state inconsistency between admission successful and notifications. If the notification system and admission status aren't synchronized, transactions you can notify incorrectly.
To be. Lloyd.
So, dito naman po sa to be na BPMN. Ang una pong process dyan ay yung sa start enrollment. The student begins the process by submitting a promise form or initial requirements to show intent to enroll. As ayun, interview stage. After submission, the student proceeds to an interview step. This could be for admission screening or program verification. Capacity check. The system checks if there's available capacity or slots for students. As kapag yung after po nun, pag hindi po available yung slots, the student may be waitlisted or rejected. If available naman po yung slots, magko-continue naman po yung process. Tas pupunta naman po yan sa submission ng document. The student is asked to submit required documents like records, certificates, etc. And tas after nun, magpo-post yung ano, yung Facebook page ng LSPU ng entrance exam kung kailan yung date. Tas yun, after nun mag-take na ng entrance exam yung student. Exam results are then evaluated. The system or admission team checks if the student is eligible based on requirements and results. Tas kapag di naman po eligible, the student is notified and the process ends. And kung conditionally eligible po, the student might be asked for additional steps like medical exams or any required documents. Screening, the student undergoes a screening process. This could mean health checks, background validation, or additional verification. Confirmation, if the student passes all requirements, they receive a confirmation of enrollment. Tapos kapag nag-fail naman po at hindi eligible, makaka-receive po sila ng notification of ineligibility.
Ayan, dito naman, pagka after niya maka-receive ng form sa registrar, mangyayari dyan, magbabalidate ulit siya ng form. Kapag valid naman yung form, if yes, proceed sa approval. If hindi naman, magsisend siya ng rejection notice bago siya mag-send ng automated rejection notification. Tapos, after mag-system check prerequisite siya, tapos mag-sync ng data to SIS. Tapos, gumamit ng parallel gateway dito para sabay-sabay na makuha yung tatlong clearance. Tatlong maka-request ng IT clearance library at finance clearance at pati na rin maka-receive. Pagkatapos niyan, mag-auto-generate siya ng COR tapos may issue yung COR after that.
Okay
Okay
na.
na.
We're gonna give now the 5 functional requirements and the 3 non-functional requirements. First of the functional requirements is the system must allow students to create and manage their online accounts. Syempre dapat yung mga estudyante ay dapat nakapag-create and dapat nagagamit na ng ayos yung mga account nila sa site. Then the second is the system must provide online submission of enrollment forms and required documents. Third is the system must validate submitted forms for completeness and accuracy before registrar review. Fourth is the system must allow the registrar to review, accept, or reject application. And lastly is the system must send automated email or portal notification to students about their application status. Next is the 3 non-functional requirements.
Ang non-functional requirements namin dito sa BPMN na to ay yung unang-una is yung sa take ng online entrance exam. Kasi ito ay conditional lang naman tapos ang student lang naman ang kukuha pagka kailangan niya ng i-met yung kanyang mga conditions. Tapos pagkatapos niyan, yung sa admission office naman, ang isa sa non-functional namin diyan ay yung yung waitlist system. Kasi ang waitlist lang naman na ginagawa ng waitlist dito ay para hindi magtagal at o kaya bumaba yung pila ng mga pag-e-enrollment. And lastly, ang sa registrar naman, ang kinukuha ditong non-functional is yung pagche-check ng mga clearance. Yun lang ba?
That concludes our reporting. Thank you.